all right. Without further ado, man, today, man, we got a special guest. You know what I mean? Somebody who been paying attention to the platform, man. One of the things that I do appreciate, you know what I mean, along building this platform, we got this subscribers thing that we got going on. You feel me? Where we trying to build, you know what I mean, like a small community of people that really rock with the platform,
Right.
really appreciate what we doing, you know what I mean? And we give incentives, you feel me, to people who are subscribed, you feel me? And you've been one of those people that's been subscribed, you feel me, for a couple of months now, bro. So
Oh yeah.
kick it off by saying I appreciate you, my guy. You feel me?
Likewise, my
We
man,
got 3G Rob in the building, man. What's
Easy
going
money.
on?
Chilling, man. Slow motion, man.
For sure, man. Just to start off, man, how the day been treating you? You feel me? How you been feeling today, man?
Shit, the day been good, been smooth. Shit, I'm back walking and shit. I couldn't walk for like 3 months, 4 months.
I peeped that.
So shit, as long as I'm getting up every day walking, I can't complain for real.
I peeped that. If you can, bro, like what happened? You know what I mean?
Man, I was at the job site. I didn't fuck around and crushed my leg with something called, it's a big ass mobile dumpster. It's called the Equipter. I didn't back myself up against the gate, crushed my leg, cracked my shit in like 3 different places. I think I broke my fibula, my tibia, and my ankle and shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked my shit up good.
How long that's been? I mean, I done seen it for a minute now, but
I hurt myself in November, so I'm just getting back right down there.
For sure.
Down there last week for real. It's the first week I really started walking, taking steps, putting pressure on that bitch.
No doubt. And been working. You know what I mean? You got this project on the way.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really rich, dropping this Friday.
For sure.
February 23rd.
For sure, man. If you can, just real quick, bro, talk a little bit about the inspiration behind it. What was your mindset going into this project?
So really rich, man. It's just, my peoples, a lot of my peoples, they've been really wanting me to drop tapes because they've been wanting to hear me more and more. So I'm like, it's really time to, shine.
For sure.
Show the people the grind that I've been trying to go through for real. Really rich kind of just go off of kind of my lifestyle to a certain extent. People say they rich, but you got to kind of get to a certain level before you be really rich.
No doubt. And in terms of like production wise, or, you know what I mean, is it any specific sound that you was going after? Did you, who was some of the producers that you had?
So I got my whole tape down there was produced by my man's Jimmy Bang, that shit. I got some beats from 1800, but Jim, he kind of like working. I got a studio in the city. He kind of like one of my main top dogs at the studio. He kind of run the show there. So me and him kind of work hand in hand. He kind of produced this whole thing for me for real.
No doubt. That's hard, man. Definitely, man. Everybody better be looking out for that one, man. That's gonna be one that the people want to pay attention to. Do you have any features on that project?
So I got some features from Band Game, Mazzo, my guy 3G Weezy. I got a feature from LMO Rudy, and then I got a feature from Team Eastside Lil P. I see P was just over here rocking.
Oh yeah, for sure. And Weezy stopped by too, maybe like a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, that's my dog.
For sure. That's hard.
That's family.
And even just looking, you feel me? And we see that chain hitting. You feel me? So you clearly a part of the 3G family, man. If you can just talk about your relationship with the guys and just, you know what I mean, how that whole thing formed.
So really it's a family thing for real. That's Los Baby Money, that's my cousin. My brother Sosa, he was there in the beginning. They kind of all made up 3G Easy Money together. Sure. And I kind of do it just to keep my brother's name alive. He passed away from some unforeseen bullshit that happened.
For sure.
Long story short, shit, is really family for real. So that's how I rock with my guys.
No doubt, man. Man, you a very interesting person to watch on social media. You feel me? If a person go through your My Story, you gonna see when you say, really rich, even though you don't really flaunt it like that, you get what I'm saying? It's still certain aspects that'll make a person look in and be like, damn, what dog doing?
Right.
Like what he into, you feel me? Like, and entrepreneurship is definitely one of those things.
Yes, sir.
I actually just saw you out in Vegas, if I ain't mistaken.
Yes,
you was
sir.
just out in Vegas and looking at different clothes, and like you was in this big ass factory. Like, talk about that trip for a second, if you can.
I went to Vegas on something like a vacation, but it was more like a business meeting. I'm about to drop a clothing line called Armand's Apparel. I'm gonna do my really rich line off of it, kind of like to coincide with the tape.
Yeah.
Long story short, shit. I really went out there to see what these people be selling us. You know, we buying $700,000 pants, all this crazy ass shit, and they making it for the blase splee, a little bit of nothing. So I kind of wanted to go put my eyes to it myself, so I can kind of see where I'm gonna get in, where I fit in at.
No doubt. And in your experience, did you see like any things that stood out, like that made you that solidified the idea that they do be kind of getting down?
Shit, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I seen some people there that was kind of they was a designer for Louis Vuitton and a designer for Amiri, and I can just tell you, we getting hoed. We that's all. We getting hoed. We buying a name. We ain't buying the pants for real. For real. We buying that name.
For
So
sure,
that's kind of what it is. When you build your brand up, you kind of stand on your name.
no
You
doubt.
can do something like that.
No
So I
doubt.
can't hate on it. Y'all gotta respect the game. Like I said, get in where you fit in. You gotta pay to play.
And that's the thing about it too. Instead of sitting back complaining why not getting the game, and you
Okay.
feel me, go get you some buckets. You feel me?
Okay.
So and speaking of this entrepreneur mindset that you got, man, and even with the music, I think it's imperative, and we talked about it a little bit, you know, before we started off camera. It's imperative for people to kind of understand who you are as a person. You know what I mean? And it that bridges the connection
Right.
to where when a person listening to your music, you feel me, it's really something to identify and connect with. So if we can, man, we're gonna go back to the origins, man. If you can tell the people, you know what I mean, what was it like being raised in the city, where you from, you know what I mean, and how was your household like coming up?
So shit, I'm from Highland Park. I'm from public housing. Shout out to my nigga Baby Tay who he made clothes about. I'm really from that way. I'm from the Brails. I'm from shit. My rent was $50 a month.
Damn.
I was raised by my grandma, my great grandma. She raised my mama. I ain't never had my grandma for real, for real. We kind of growing up in the trenches. You know, it's just you kind of every day. It's a different challenge every day, but once you make it out, you make it out to a certain extent. I can't complain because it's what made me.
For sure, for sure. And that's an interesting thing within itself because we hear at different hoods, you feel me? And I know a lot of people from Highland Park, bro. And that shit ain't no cakewalk. You know
Okay.
what I mean? If you really understand the climate of Highland Park, you feel me? From like you said, public housing, no police responses, like you know what I
No
mean?
street lights.
No street lights, like
Bum ass niggas is a whole bunch of little bullshit that come with it for real, for
yeah,
real.
for sure, for sure. Like in turn, like, okay, you said your you know you was raised by your grandma for the most part.
Yeah, my grandma, my shit. You know, it took a village to raise a child. So I kind of had the best of both worlds for real. For I ain't gonna say my people's one there, but my grandma, she kind of what started me off. She the first person that kind of showed me love.
What about pops?
Pops, he was around. He kind of had to step up once I got a little bit a little older. He had a good ass job.
Mhm.
He was like a fucking mechanical engineer somewhere
Mhm.
at a big ass fucking steel mill. Long story short, shit. He did his thing. Shit. He made me who I am. I ain't gonna lie.
And I was gonna say that too. Like, did like clearly some of that kind of rub off too, because like, don't you got your own like roofing company or something like that? If I ain't
Yep.
mistaken.
Yep. I got my own home improvement business. We specify in roofing. So that's probably our best thing that we do. We do roofs every day. I probably do like 200 roofs a year.
Straight up, damn,
Yeah.
damn, man. That shit ain't cheap either. You feel?
Okay.
You know what I mean? So you would contribute. You know what I mean? A lot of that hard work, because that's in my opinion, that's a man's job.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't a lot of, it's not too many people that take that route. You know what I mean? People will do a lot of different things, but to actually get, you know, down and dirty, get on top of the roof, you feel me? Pull out that hammer, you know what I mean? Pull out them tools, like niggas would have been
You
quit
know how
on that
honestly,
type of
I see
shit.
niggas quit every day.
Straight
You
up.
know, I hire and fire niggas all the time, so I see niggas quit every day for real, for real.
Straight up, straight up. Okay, bam, in Highland Park, you feel me? Like we said, that's a peculiar, like just circumstance situation. What was that early time that you felt the need or just had the thought like I gotta get money, like I gotta like
Shit, my mama, she told me shit when I was a kid. She always told me like you was my baby that I had from California, so you was always I just was always different for real, for real. When I was a young nigga, I was trying to sell my toys that my mama was buying me just so I can get some money so I can go buy something from the ice cream truck, so I can buy everybody something from the ice cream truck. Just some silly ass shit like that.
Damn.
It just I knew I couldn't be broke though. Real early.
Real
I tell
tough.
you that.
When she said you was her California baby, like, did you come from Cali?
No,
Like,
I ain't
was
come
you,
from Cali. She just like I get my mama said I always just was a I just act like I was a gangster. I just was a
got you.
gangster rapper when I was a little kid and shit. When I was young, I don't know how old I was for real, but I used to always rap. I put cement on your feet. I throw
Straight
you in
up.
a lake about 35 deep. And
You
I
say
remember
you
my
was on
mama told
all
me
that.
on all that. She told me like this the only songs you can cuss when you set when this the only song you can cuss when you hear it.
Straight up.
And I just was I was a badass kid growing up in Highland Park for real.
Straight up.
Set my grandma's house on fire.
Damn.
I just was a little hands and everything for
Most
real, doing a
definitely.
little too much everything.
What schools did you end up going to? Specifically high school. And the reason why I like to point that out is because I'm to the belief that in high school is kind of when you find your identity. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So when whatever type of person you were in high school, it kind of end up being, you know what I mean, the foundation of who you gonna be as an adult.
So my high schools, I went to Cooley High School. I
Yeah.
kind of grew up on Finkel and shit. All my cousins from Finkel. That's kind of like my second hood for
Mm.
real. So I went to Cooley. That's kind of really when I kind of found myself. I kind of had to stand on my own 10, and I was the only Highland Park nigga from Cooley.
Right.
So I was in that bitch scrapping all the time.
Straight up.
It was crazy in that bitch for real.
How long did you go there and did you graduate?
I graduated from Cody. I went to Cooley until
Okay.
they closed that bitch down. I think they closed it down like my 10th grade year. Once they closed it down, I ended up going to Cody, graduating from Cody and shit.
What year? I'm trying to see what year was that when you end up going to Cody.
I went to Cody 2011. I
Oh
graduated
yeah,
2012.
yeah. And Cody wasn't that shit wasn't light
Oh
either.
yeah,
If
that shit
you
wasn't like it was on Joy Road.
for sure,
My shout out to my nigga Jim. We was
straight
on
up,
Joy Road. That shit was real. Shit. I've been all around the D. So and then I always was like I'm the oldest brother. I got a big brother. My nigga Jabari. He passed away when I was a kid. Though when I was like 15.
all right,
So I kind of just had to step up and be the big brother to all my brothers. So
for sure. How much older was he than you?
shit, Jabari right now he'd be so if I'm 30, he'll be 32. He's 2 years
Okay,
older than me.
okay. And if we can, bro, like you ain't got to get into, you know what I mean, of course, the details of it, but just more so like how did he pass and like what did that bring over you? You know what I mean? Obviously that's your brother, so
Right.
you know what I mean, of course, but just and the only reason why I ask these questions, bro, is because it's somebody out here who lost a brother. It's somebody that's you feel me that
That's
can
going
learn
through the
from you
same
for
shit.
sure, for
I
sure.
understand shit. When my brother passed shit, he died on some my mama used to always tell me some shit like y'all young men, y'all growing up in the hood, y'all better be wise who you keep your company. Like
Mm.
all these niggas ain't your friend. You gonna get killed by somebody you know. And I used to think that was some hoe shit when my mom used to say that shit. Like, damn, my mama on some hoe shit. She won't want us to die. Like, why she on that? But we used to be wild. We used to be playing and blah, blah, blah. Long story short, shit. My brother got killed by somebody he knew because he ain't want to go with what they was going with. And he kind of wanted to stay solid to who they was trying to cross. Long story short, it ended up how it ended. And they left my nigga in the house.
Damn. And so, you know what I mean? Like just through that day, you feel me, when you got the news or whatever, like what was the you know what I mean? Like
Shit,
what was the day like? Like
man,
how was that experience, bro?
I ain't gonna lie, that day changed me. For the rest of my life, nigga. I ain't gonna.
Sure.
That shit was different. It was like shit. I got a call. His so one of his people that was in the crib and shit called me. Blah blah blah. Said like Barry got shot. I'm like what? And we into the streets and shit. So I'm thinking some shit that happened on like the
Yeah,
other
on some
side
other
on some
shit.
other
Yeah,
shit. So I'm
yeah.
like I ain't really questioning too much. But kind of when I started hearing what happened, it was just like damn. There was some fuck shit involved. That was some bullshit.
For real.
Like.
No doubt.
That shit, that day was crazy as hell. I ain't gonna lie. I was young too, so that was my first time somebody that I knew died. I was crying like a motherfucker.
For sure.
I was listening to my nigga Lil Wayne. Damn, I miss my dogs.
For real.
I remember that shit like yesterday. I was listening to that shit, going through my emotions and shit. That shit kind of made me. I ain't gonna say it made me stronger, but it kind of made me numb to the pain.
Yeah.
A couple years later, like 5 years later, my little brother died. So my little brother Sosa died. Sonny, that I was telling you about, that helped start 3G in the beginning.
Yeah.
He had passed away, but when he passed away, like 5 other people passed away. My cousin Ham passed away. My grandma that raised me, she died that year. So that shit, I was down there numb. I was down there at funerals, like,
Damn.
feeling crazy for real, because I wasn't in that bitch bawling, crying, or super hurt. I was in that bitch just like, damn, I ain't gonna see my niggas again.
For real.
And shit, I go through that shit every day. I think about my niggas every day, for real.
Damn.
Like,
And then
you got to think about the niggas that you, like your first friends, the first niggas that you see, and that's who them niggas was, for real. The first niggas that I see, for real.
and that shit gotta be like, that shit gotta be tough, bro, to lose two, bro. All together, how many brothers, you know what I mean, do you have?
So Pops, he got a lot of kids.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even give you a count on that, for
Right.
real. So, but I got like 7, 8 brothers, for real.
Mm. And so, you know what I mean, in terms of like little bro, was that also like on some street shit, or
That was on some bullshit, for real. Like,
for sure.
some
Say
straight. That was
less.
it was on some straight bullshit. Some bullshit that wasn't even supposed to happen, for real. That
No doubt.
unfortunately happened.
No doubt. And so the biggest lesson that you learn, even like from all of these experiences, like, did that make you have trust issues? Like, did it make it hard for you to connect and like just build relationships with people? Like,
So shit. I don't. Yeah, I don't trust niggas. I fuck with who I fuck with. Like,
yeah,
I don't fuck with new niggas. Like, that's why I fuck with my people's 3G, my family. I got like a real close bunch. I don't fuck with a whole bunch of outsiders. I ain't just open to everybody. I ain't really trying to let everybody in my business. That's why niggas might be like, why you ain't showing a nigga what you doing? Why you ain't
yeah,
talking about all this good shit you got going on? Cause it's like, nigga, that ain't me, for real. I'm really gonna do this shit, and then I let the results show
straight up.
afterwards.
No doubt. And you know, even in this, like, obviously, you know what I mean, this is a interview for you know what I mean, but you know, we can't deny the fact, you know what I mean, your relationship with Los, with Baby Money, you
Right.
feel me? From at what age do you remember like seeing him and you know what I mean, just having them times with him where, you know, maybe you saw star potential in him or anything of that nature?
Shit, Los is just always different, for real. Like I said, I knew my nigga since we was kids, like 6, 7, for real. Real babies, for real. 20, 30 years in this shit. But I knew Los was different. One time we was in the Gabriels in the public house, and nigga, Los was shooting dice with this one nigga. I forgot the nigga name. Long story short, Los younger than me. He a couple years. That's my little cousin. He a couple years younger than me. But so I was hustling, for real. I wasn't into shooting dice. I was I was getting my money. I wasn't giving that shit out.
Straight
This
up.
nigga Los was shooting dice. He probably started with like $30, $40. Hit a nigga for like 800, 900.
Damn.
And at that time, we kids.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, my nigga going crazy. My baby going crazy. And that just always kind of just been a story I kind of always just bragged on. Like, nigga, what you talk about? Man, my little cousin really getting it. Nigga, stop playing with you. My little brother and them, they really getting it. Like, my niggas, they was really over there getting it, shit. They was over there putting that shit on when True Religions was when niggas first start wearing trues and first start doing that shit, for real. My niggas was over there doing it. So it was always, I kind of like just looked at them like, I knew my niggas was gonna shine, for real. And then once he started rapping, for real, Sonny used to always tell me, like, nigga, Rob, you gotta come to the studio. My nigga Los be rapping. He gonna be big, nigga. I swear he gonna be like Peasy and them niggas. He gonna be bigger than them niggas. I swear. You know, hyping them up.
Yeah.
And I believed, and I'm like, shit, bet, nigga, I already know.
Straight up.
So I kind of always rocked with him. I don't know if I had a biased opinion, but I just always felt like my nigga was the GOAT, for real. Like, once he started talking, and he kind of got his flow, and he just was talking his shit,
build
for
his
real,
identity musically, yeah.
And he was the boss he is. I'm like, nigga, can't nobody fuck with my cousin, nigga. Y'all ain't nobody out here fucking with him.
Straight
and
up.
I bet my bucks on that.
No doubt. And like, even like when the deal actually came, you know what I mean? And just, you know, like as a family, bro, like I know that had to damn near be like a surreal, you know what I mean, thing. Like everybody individually do their thing, you feel me? But to have somebody, you know what I mean, that made it to that level where you in the room with the Migos, you in the rooms with, you know what I mean, just all of these industry guys, you feel me, that we've been listening to and stuff, but he holding his weight in the rooms with them. And even with talking to Weezy, you feel me? I asked him like when he maneuvering in them rooms, like how do he handle himself? And he like shit, he handle himself like the boss he is. You
No
feel
hat.
me?
He ain't
And
lying.
they respect it, they see it. You know what I mean? They acknowledge it. When that news first came, like what was your thoughts and what was your feelings?
Shit. Like, nigga, real shit. When that shit first came, nigga, it was like I told you. It was like one of them moments, nigga. Like I told you so. I told you so. Cause nigga, I think I just had this little bad bitch I was fucking with. She was just like, nigga, you. She had said some hating ass shit.
All
Like,
right.
nigga, you always on your man. Baze Splee, basically trying to down my dog. Like, nigga, you giving this nigga too much credit, nigga.
Straight
And I
up.
kind of was like, nigga, when that moment came, I'm like, nigga, I told you so, nigga. Cause I got my shop probably a little bit before he got signed and shit. I kind of, I made my shop like dedicated towards something where it kind of complement what he doing.
Right.
I kind of wanted to just, be as the best asset as I can be.
Most definitely.
Because we all got to complement each other. We a team for real, for real.
Which is important, man. Like, if you can, like, talk about the necessity for like other people out there that has somebody that's pursuing a music career that done made it, right? And then you just have like a bunch of people around, right?
Right.
But nobody really bringing value. Like, if you can't explain, even though it seemed like you always been doing your own thing, but explain how a person can find theyself, find a role within, what I mean, something like that.
Man, I feel like everybody got to be their own boss, honestly. So everybody got to kind of just bring something to the table. Shit, you ain't got to bring the table. You ain't got to bring the plates. Just bring something so we can all eat together for real, for real. Because shit, I go down, shit, I might need you to pick me up. Vice versa, for real, for real. So
No doubt.
just being a part of that in my mind, how I think, I just feel like I got to be the one that if anybody need me, I'm there for real, for real. I don't want to be the nigga that you call and be like, blah, blah. And I can't extend my hand. I don't want to put myself in that position because I remember when I was in a position where a nigga couldn't extend his hand to me.
Real talk. And I see you now, like it seemed like you doing that, man. You on all of these acres, bro. Like this shit look crazy. You feel me?
Right.
And me personally, bro, I ain't never seen, a young black man, you know what I mean, make a purchase like that where you clearly thinking about long term. You know what I mean? If you can talk about, your property and just like what was the inspiration for you to buy, something that massive, bro?
Man, I was out there. I had some good contracts out there for real, for real. I was just really out there working a lot. And I kind of ran across the property and I kind of ran it to my girls and shit. They both was kind of with it. They like, shit, if you want to. And I'm like, fuck it. I ain't bought a house yet. So this should be my first time,
Yeah.
You kind of get incentives and shit when you kind of be a first time
Right.
home buyer. And I ain't been spending my money on bullshit for real. So I'm like, shit, let me make this move because I wanted to bring generational wealth to my family. So I kind of want to be like the first generation of farmers. The shit sound crazy as hell for real, for real. But nigga, eventually I want to make the 127 acres. I want to make it where I got 100 cows.
So you got 127 acres, bro?
127 acres.
Bruh.
That shit crazy. I swear I was looking for my dogs the other day. They didn't went so far in that bitch. I'm walking all through that bitch. I'm down there. I'm like, yeah, I can get my 4-wheeler up here.
Man, bro. But I'm like, what you like, cause I'm a historian, you feel me? Like I like to do history. Like I study like the building the nations. I study like so, and I'm saying that to say agriculture is a necessity for independence.
Right.
So when you say, what I mean, being a farmer, you say that might be crazy. It is to some, but if you know,
Right.
like why not
Niggas
grow
gonna always gotta eat.
you feel
Niggas
me?
always gonna want some chicken and some beef.
No doubt, no doubt. So you also mentioned something else too, man. I heard you say my girls. And I was kind of looking at your story or whatever, man, and you into polygamy.
Right.
Bro, how the fuck do you do that? Like,
Man.
how do you manage, man?
Man, shit. You gotta pay to play. You gotta keep them happy. I started that shit. I've been doing that shit for a long time, so I ain't gonna say like that shit was easy. Shit, it started with both my baby mamas and shit. I got a son that's 7 and a son that's 8, Sonny and Kobe. So it kind of started with them, but it was just like really, I kind of, you know, I'm a nigga. I do my thing, so I was doing my thing. She kind of ran across it, and I told her like, shit, y'all might as well. We
And
might as well just do
this your child's mother that you talking about?
These both my baby mamas that I'm
That's
talking about. I
dope,
kind of
bro.
told them like, shit, we might as well be together. I told my baby mama she had my son, and one of them was pregnant with my son. I'm like, we might as well just do this shit all together for real. And we gonna build, and it don't work like how you want it to work all the time, but
Sure.
shit, it got its ups and downs and shit. But you know, yeah, like I said, I've been doing that shit for a long time.
But and that's the thing too, because like it really makes sense. Think about two women nurturing children.
Okay.
Think about three people, even if they not bringing, you know, finances into the relationship. If they is, if they ain't, you making enough to where you can handle it and they can hold the house down, you know what I mean, and just, you know, do certain things, bro. Like that's the recipe for
Building a
building generate.
nation.
Yeah, like that's the recipe for it. So a lot of people may, you know what I mean, that might be something people ain't fucking with, but that's definitely, you know, something that I think is smart if you really want to build generational wealth for real, for real.
Right, and then like I said, a nigga gonna be a nigga, so shit. You can be honest and just tell your bitch like, shit, I want another bitch. You might as well. Then bitches, you know how these girls, these females is for real, for real. They out here going out getting their coochie ate in
Straight up.
after the club anyway. So you might as well just stop playing, keep it
Facts.
G, and then we gonna keep it P and push it together.
Facts. So if I can, bro, just for the sake of the conversation, man, when you first brung that though, like give us some game, my dog. Like
Shit,
when you
I ain't gonna lie, shit. My baby mama was to a certain extent, she kind of was like, she went and picked my other baby mama up. So I just had my baby with this baby mama. My baby mama like, fuck it, you gonna keep fucking with her because you got her pregnant by this at this point. So what you gonna do, nigga? And she went and pulled up and picked her up. And one day I came in the crib and both of them was right there and shit. And shit, I just told myself, I've been told myself, I'm about to tell them, I'm about to say this. You know how a nigga
straight
get.
up.
I'm like, man, I just kind of kept it P, and that bitch was like, shit, I love both of y'all for real, for real.
Real
Shit, y'all
talk.
both got my kids. Shit, we might as well try to do this, make this shit work and shit.
And that's the coldest because they both got your kids. It ain't even like it's, and even if it was other random women, like it still can bring about the same results.
Right.
But the fact that it is both, like, what better situation is that? Like,
No
you
hat.
feel me? So yeah, salute to you, and big salute to them. Maybe, you know, especially amongst the black community, because, you know, with baby mama here, baby mama there, shit, y'all damn near doing the same shit anyway.
No
You
hat.
feel me? Might as well come together and, you know what I mean, build something special. So salute to the queens, man. That big salute to them if they watching. Um, in terms of the company or whatever, I really want to get off into that because when I was just talking about the magazine, you was just saying, you know, that's how you built yours brick by brick. What's the name of your company, and talk about what year you started it and what was some of the steps that you had to go through to build that?
So the name of my company is Building Blocks Home Improvement LLC. I started it in 2019. That's when it was legally formed as a business. I've been doing the roofing shit probably like 7, 8 years, honestly, because my little brothers was doing it first. So I kind of went to work with them one day, and like I said, I got a lot of little brothers, so I went to work with them one day, and I'm like, hell no, we in this bitch working for
Right.
we in this bitch working for Uncle Sam, man.
Straight up.
I'm like, I told him like, shit, nigga, I'm gonna talk to my pops, nigga, and he gonna give me some cheese, and he gonna help me open up a roofing company one day, shit. And shit, like 5 years passed, shit. I went to pops and chopped it up with him, like, nigga, I need some cheese. Let me get this. I'm about to do this and shit. I ain't never looked back since, for real.
And so when you like in doing it, like, did you have to like learn a trade, like, or you say you was already doing the
So
shit, so you
yeah,
pretty much
I started. I kind of like got my hands dirty first, so I kind of learned the shit from doing the shit, and then I ended up going to a general contractor class, got my general contractor license, kind of got certified. I kind of learned some shit there. I'm like, all right, so this is what I need to do to secure some contracts, and then I kind of secured some real big contracts from like 1-800 Hanson's, some real big names and shit through Michigan. And I kind of kept it running from there. We kind of worked every day.
real talk,
And
real
shit,
talk.
that's kind of what we do now. We really ain't had no days off for real. I think that I gave them like 2 weeks off within like the last 90 days, I gave him like 2 weeks off.
How proud is Pops when he look at you? Because you damn near following his footsteps. Like, what's some of the conversations he be having with you at this point? Now that you your own boss and doing your thing.
He still be on my head.
Mm.
Be stop spending so much money. Stop doing this bullshit. He'd go in my closet or some shit and fuck around and be like, "What the fuck is you on?" Like,
straight up.
He still be on my head for real, for real. He try to keep me on that straight and narrow path. Like, just stay with the plan. You know what you trying to do for real, for real.
No doubt.
Shit, all this shit don't come with little bills. So
no doubt.
You can fall off at any time. So he really try to stay on that. Like, nigga, don't fall off, nigga. You know where you came from, nigga. Don't fall off.
For sure. So in closing out this year, even though the year is still early, you say you got your clothing line that you about to launch. You feel me? You got this new project that's about to drop in a couple of days, February 23rd, right? Outside of that, you feel me? Overall, what's your goals? What do you want to accomplish? If you have like a set goal that you want to accomplish by the end of the year, what is that?
Shit, so by the end of the year, shit, I with music wise, I just want to really get in people's face for real. I want people to listen to what I got to say. Fuck with me, you fuck with me, you don't fuck with me, keep it moving. Shit, I know if I should stop rapping in time.
Most
for real.
Most definitely.
So shit, I really want to just push the music, continue to be an asset to my people around me, and continue to build generational wealth for real. My plan is to really I got a lot of shit to do on the farm for real. So I got it. I down there talk to your ass about that shit for 2 days, and the roofing company, we got this going, and I got a studio on 6 Mile, so I got a lot of shit, a lot of eggs in a big basket for real, and I'm just trying to make sure I nourish all of them and they hatch the right way, so I can continue to keep the shit going for a long time, longevity. I ain't in this shit for 1 year, 2 years. I'm in this shit for life.
If you was to give some advice to somebody that's young, you feel me, lost, maybe in the streets, may not be, but don't have no real direction, you feel me, to where they want to go and what they want to do, whether it's saving money or whatever the case may be, what would you give them?
Shit, stack your motherfucking paper, say that shit, cause it's gonna save you, nigga. Hat. And shit, credit, nigga. Get your motherfucking life together. We grown as hell for real. We sit around, we can play these kid games all we want to, but at the end of the day, we grown, nigga. You better have something to show for it. When it's time to check up out of here, shit, you got people you gotta look after for when you gone. So your credit, nigga, build wealth, nigga, keep your head on straight, nigga. Like my nigga Weezy say, don't crash out, nigga. Don't fucking crash out.
Real talk.
Cause it's easy to crash out. It's a lot of bullshit. Niggas are influence the bullshit all day and laugh at you when you doing something to get money because you punching the clock and they like you dirty for 10 hours and shit. They like you crazy as hell. You dirty.
Real talk.
You like, nigga, I'm saving my money. So fuck what a nigga gotta say. Stack your paper. Stay in your own lane.
Do you pay attention to like these different things like Roth IRA, like the like life insurance,
Stocks.
Just different stocks, all of that type of stuff? Like, is that something that you into or that you plan on getting into or something like that?
So I put my money up in a couple different stocks, but I ain't really just like head on into it. I put a couple. I think I spent like $1,500, between $1,500 to $2,500 at the most. On stocks, but that's when NFTs was popping too. I spent $1,500 on NFTs. NFTs, they stocks too. So I spent $1,500 on NFTs, and then I probably got $1,000 that's really sitting on the stock market right now. I got a little bit of, I got probably 3-4 stocks in the Raf IRA. Them bitches like 400. I probably got 3 good ones, but they don't be doing shit that unless you playing with some real chicken for real. Right. You got to put some real money into that shit. So, and then it's a long term game shit.
No doubt, man, no doubt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gave a lot of game. You feel me? You know what I mean? I feel like we had a great conversation. I feel like a lot of people can learn. That's the thing with the platform too. Like, bro, I want people to tell their stories. I want people to tell where they came from. You feel me? Where they at right now and where they going. And in the midst of that, a person can just get whatever that they can get, whatever is applicable for you, take it, whatever don't, you leave it, you feel me? But we want people to grow from these conversations, bro. So definitely appreciate you for pulling up, taking time out your schedule, you feel me? And man, we looking forward to see what you know what I mean, what you gonna do and manifest, man, throughout the year and years going forward, bro.
I appreciate you, my dog.
Yes, sir. 3G Rob in the building, man.
Easy money. 3.
Post of the Culture Forum magazine. Let's get it.
Let's go.